Well, we have been fully aware of the legal issues concerning the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, especially with regard to the disputed territory of Gilgit-Baltistan, which is part of Jammu and Kashmir. In this particular report, which we published last week, we have concentrated on looking at the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor from the perspective of common Pakistani people. What does it mean for Pakistan? What does it mean for the common people of Pakistan? And how do the common people of Pakistan look at it? What we have seen in our research is that the common people of Pakistan are kept very much in the dark about what this CPEC actually entails. When you look at the numbers, you can see that, for example, the trade deficit between Pakistan and China between 2012 and 2017 has more than tripled from 4 billion to almost 12.9 billion. How did that happen? When so much money is being pumped in from China's side, why is there such a big trade deficit? On the other hand, what we also see is that many investments which are part of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor are actually not investments, they're actually loans to Pakistan on a very, very high interest rate. There are interest rates which are close to 15%, 17%. Who is going to pay that back? When is that going to be paid back? The people of Pakistan deserve and have the right to know what this big investment, which is advertised as a big investment, actually means for them and for their children. What you also see is that there is a lot of advertisement going on by China saying that the CPEC will solve the problem of unemployment in Pakistan. Currently, the unemployment rate in Pakistan is close to 6%, which is close to 3.5 million people. Will all 3.5 million people get jobs because of CPEC? And if you look at the jobs created, most of these jobs are jobs in the security sector in order to protect Chinese workers and Chinese companies. So what we have seen is that it is an East India Company Mark II, where China is trying to colonize Pakistan, and the people do not know anything about it. It's being advertised with a lot of money as the greatest thing ever happened to Pakistan, but maybe that holds true for the rulers and maybe for the military rulers, but it doesn't hold true for the common people of Pakistan. They will have to pay for at least coming quarter of a century. They themselves, their children, will have to pay back these loans. Look at what happened in Sri Lanka, where China invested a lot of money and at the end ended up with all the profits, and Sri Lanka is in a huge debt currently. So we feel that the common people of Pakistan deserve and have a right to know what the CPEC entails, and they should be told. There needs to be a lot more transparency on this. The people should be involved in the decision-making process, and of course there also should be considerations regarding the legal issues of Gilgit-Baltistan, regarding the growing terrorism in Fatah, regarding an insurgency going on in Balochistan. We feel that all the provinces and of course the people including in these disputed territories like Gilgit-Baltistan are not happy with the CPEC, because it is using their resources, but they are not getting anything back for it. A lot of land has been grabbed in order to build roads and rail networks. These people have been given rates which is far, far below the market rate. The people, their resources in Gilgit-Baltistan, for example, like glaciers, waters, everything is being used, and they are not getting appropriate rates because they have not been part of the decision-making process. So, few things: transparency, making the people part of decision-making process, letting the common people of Pakistan know what it actually means for them and at what cost is coming. And Pakistan should also be very, very wary about the fact that it does not turn into a colony of China.